Okay, I wanted to show everyone how I did the template to create the sublimation transfers for the cheer bows. So what I did was I came over here, I opened up Silhouette Studio, and you have these design tools over here. I went to the drawing tool, draw a rectangle. I came over here on my sheet and I just drug it to 3 inches, and this can be adjusted after you get done clicking on it. So I went ahead and made my template like that. Then you're going to have to come back over here and click on your text, otherwise it's just going to keep making boxes. So then you're going to come over here and you can actually click on the box, and once it has those 4 little things on there, you can adjust it, you know, if you need it to go more to the outside. And if you'll notice, I think you can see it right here, it does give on the side right here, you can see it'll give your measurements. So anyway, that's how I did it. I know your cheer bow has, you're going to do half of it sublimated and then the other half, so you do half of it at a time. I make my cheer ribbon 28 inches, so 14 and 14 is half of it. It's on my legal paper, and it doesn't matter that it has a line in the very back where the 2 pieces connect, because that's where you're going to gather it and put your ponytail anyway, so it's not going to be shown. So then you can take and you can come in here and design these up like you want. You can come in here by clicking on this little color gradient thing, and it's a fill, and you can come in and you can make it a solid color. You can come in here with ombre, or you can even come in here with prints. It does have some different kind of cool prints that you can add. I did add some zebra prints and different things. You can get different prints or backgrounds off of the Silhouette Studio if you want various ones. I found this tie-dye one that was pretty cool that you can do. Anyway, for my cheer bows that I did, I went in here to my fill gradient and I clicked on this and it filled it like this. Well, I didn't want it all orange like that, so I came over here to my advanced options and I clicked on that, and it's going to give you some different options here. Well, I took and I wanted my white kind of over a little bit because I didn't want my orange on the whole thing. Well, it kind of did a lighter version because it's ombreing down. You can switch the color of that right there to white and see what it did. It just made the orange ombre onto my bow, is what the girls were wanting for their cheer bows. So then I took and I had downloaded a tiger logo onto my desktop, and they're really easy to import into your library of your Silhouette Studio. So you would just go up here to File, and then Library, and then Import to your library. And then it would be in your, you would find it on your desktop, and then you would save it, which I already have, so I don't have to do that. And then it'll be in your library. So you're going to go up here to your library, and then I would find my tiger. This is the one that I found online that I wanted. And I already removed the background off of the removebg.com. That way I didn't have a white behind it. You want to make sure you take your background off or it's going to leave a white square. So then I'm just going to take, and it does open it in a new window, so you're going to have to just cut and paste it back to your other one, which is kind of cumbersome, but it's not a big deal. So I'm just going to take and cut it, and then I'm going to put it back onto my tiger bow. So then I'm going to paste it, edit, and paste. Well, what I ran into was I wasn't for sure where to put it, and I've had a lot of people comment on how do you know where to put it so that it shows on your bow. Well, I'd been doing bows for quite a while, and they always knew where to put them. So what I did was I went to cheerbowgraphics.com and I downloaded one of their free ones, and that's actually in my library right now. So what I did was I opened that up, and I took and I also cut this, and then I put it off to the side here. Not that I'm going to do that one, but I just wanted to know where to line it up. So if I line my tiger up to where their words are, I know it's going to come out right. So I just put it here, just so I know where to put my tiger. I can make my tiger a little bigger, like that. And then I just drag this off to the side because I don't really need it. It was just to know where to put it. And then I want the other side ombre too. So if I take and I click on this, if I click on that, I can duplicate it. And then it'll actually just duplicate both sides of the bow for me so that I already have both sides. Now on a cheer bow, you want it to kind of be flipped over because you want the whole bow to be the same. So I just went up here to Object, Mirror, and flip vertically. Whoops, I gotta highlight it first. Object, Mirror, or flip horizontally, and then it made it that way. So then you have your cheer bow just like you're gonna do it. Well, they wanted their names put on it, and they also wanted some little, like tail things put on there. And so I have to go into my library, and I downloaded these off of the Silhouette Studio, and they were like $1 or something. Well, you can't use them like that. So what I had to do was I had to go in here to my trace tool, and once you have them saved or traced, then you don't have to do it again. So I went in here and I just traced them. I selected my trace area, and you can do this with any design you find on the internet, and you're going to trace it. So you'll trace it, and then you'll delete this off of here, and you have your designs traced. Now I don't want these two little pieces that it accidentally traced, so I can take and go up here with my, oops, I'm gonna have to move it off of here because I don't want to erase my background here. So I can go in here, I can erase these two off of here. There, they're gone. Come back over here, hit this. The reason I always do that is it'll keep messing with stuff if you don't do that. So now I'm going to select both of these because I want to keep them as one. I selected both of them. I'm going to come over here to my modify panel, and I'm going to make. Click on the make, and then that changed it to one design. Or you could keep it separate if you want it separate. You can release it and it'll keep them separate. I chose to keep them separate. The reason I kept them separate is because I wanted different colors. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your design and you're just going to make it fit your ribbon like that. Same way with this one. You're going to put it up here. You're going to drag it to fit your ribbon. And by keeping them separate, the reason I did it that way, and you can tweak them if they look like they needed to be turned a little bit, you can turn them, whatever you need to do to get them to fit. And these can always be adjusted too. The reason I did it that way is you can take and you can make each one of these a different color. So you're going to come back up here to your color, and you're going to make, like I made one of them black, and then I made the one below it solid white. And that's how I did that. And then I just took and went into your ABC font, and I put their name on there. And you can change this to cursive or whatever you want. And like I said, you would have to sit here and tweak this so that it isn't, you know, a little bit crooked or whatever. But you can do all of that. And then you want to make sure you want it to look just like you want it to print out. So you're going to click on it, put it the color it wants. You're going to put the font, you know, you can change the font to whatever you want. Like if they wanted cursive, maybe they wanted impact. Impact, a lot of they like that just because it's kind of a clean font. And you're just going to drag that to where you want it. Whoops, you got to make sure you hit the actual thing. And then they wanted their graduation years as well. Just keep adjusting that. They wanted their graduation years, so you're going to just take and I want the same font, so I'm just going to duplicate it. I'm going to put it over here, except for I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to take their name off of it. I'm going to put their graduation year. And then you can also take these tails and delete or put on the other side. So basically that's how I design the cheer bows. And then you're going to want to go in and you're going to want to, this is how mine looked before I did it then, after I tweaked them a bit. So then you're just going to go in and you're going to go File, you're going to print it, and then you're going to want to make sure that you've got the right settings set in. So I always go into this. I'm going to go to color matching. I'm going to make sure I have my Epson. Then I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to go to print settings. And then I always put premium presentation matte paper, high quality. And I already have it set up for my legal paper. And then always make sure you mirror your image. Because as you iron it down, if you don't mirror it, it's going to be backwards. And then you would just hit print, and then your design is going to print exactly what you've done. So then you'll just take these and you're going to cut around them, and then you're going to sublimate them onto your ribbon. Anyway, I hope that helps some of you make them. The choices are endless now. You can do anything. You can do teams, you can do logos. I've seen Starbucks ones. I've seen all kinds of different ones. If you don't want to do it, I've seen where you can just buy some of these already done to iron on. These are some of them that I've made. This one's a really popular one because it's got the Starbucks on it. So anyway, the choices are kind of endless. So anyway, hopefully that helps you guys know what to do to ombre your cheer bows. Thanks!